Alright, what it do, and welcome. We are back with more Diablo Immortal action. Let me turn the lights on. And my main light should be fixed this upcoming Friday, which I'm very happy for. Sorry, I was doing sound check and I forgot that I didn't mute the other streams. Now we're cooking. Let's see. Sorry, I was doing sound check and I forgot that I didn't mute the other stream. Now we're cooking. Let's see. Sorry, I was doing sound check and I forgot that I didn't mute the other stream. Now we're cooking. Alright, now we're set to go. What up, loading? My speech shut up. So I got a video idea that I'm working on right now, and I think it's not probably gonna be one of my favorite ones to make, but I think it'll be useful for the Diablo Immortal community overall. I'm gonna try and condense a little bit of like I guess I'm not really even condensing really, because it's gonna be probably a decently longer video, but I'll leave timestamps and then I'm gonna try to be able to still make shorts out of it. But I'm basically gonna try and do a basically the same thing that I kind of do to help everybody individually, and that's really still the best, in my opinion, way of doing it.
Wizard Ukum.
But
Said yo woo woo woo.
What up, Wizard? I'm gonna try and basically make a video that would, I guess in a sense, not necessarily just give the players something to copy and run with, but actually, in a sense, I'm not just fishing for these people. I'm gonna teach them how to fish, kind of basically going on based around the beginning fundamentals of like trying to getting into PvP, and especially like if you're new or returning and where you can jump in, you don't have to just try to get yourself fully caught up on your PvE to really enjoy or benefit from even the PvP for it, because I mean you can still level yourself up really fast with PvP. You can earn rewards. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot of fun in my opinion, and I think a lot of other players like Wizard, you're technically one of the guys that like
Loading.
I'm making.
Said that's what I'm talking about. That video will be huge.
Like I'm probably gonna use a few of I may name drop a couple of my pupils that I know I have shown, like that have played it completely free to play at that portion of it. I mean, you may put a little bit into your necro at that time for it, beginning for it, but essentially around 900 resonance, you were roughly free to play, and we made a build. You first tried into, and these things like even
Loading.
in PvP, you
Some
were able.
people don't know what all to do to get themselves ready for PvP.
And that's kind of the thing. I'm gonna go through the PvP aspects. Like and then basically we'll do some of the very basic fundamentals of even like why we're PvPing. Like what is the reasoning behind like where that the game is based around like a 60% PvE with a 40% PvP. But now if you look at the more importance of the scale, it flops. The PvP is like important wise 60% more than
no
the
doubt
other.
You've been a great mentor. I made top 15 legend necro.
Well, I think and that's the thing, is it's not just like you. I've got like multiple other guys that I have shown, and they may not even continue playing, but they enjoyed the game enough when they did get in, and they kind of got themselves leveled up and that kind of stuff. And again, I know that half the time the people that I do help and I spend a lot of time with are probably not even going to stick around and be there for anything else of it. Dang it. All right, well, we're going without Savior this round. I don't think it'll let me switch my pet. Yeah, it won't. I needed the Savior or the Salvager the other day, and I just swapped it over real fast, and I forgot. But, so that's where, in the video...
Said if you don't mind I'ma send you a FR on my new account.
Sure. We probably need to go over, like, that one and look at what we could possibly do for it. Because there's, like, just having necessarily, like, the resonance of, like, the 5K for it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to run the full 5 portion of it. You want to probably look at what you got.
Said he switched to our server. Wizardukum. Said I'm grinding essence now.
Cool.
Loading. Said so you can take him around and help.
Wizards, yeah, but he's been over here though for a little while. I mean, like, I've had him in my matches before, and he was able in Destruction's Call. I mean, I don't know if he actually moved to like our server or server. He did that, then you probably have no warband. Like, did you make a move like in this last 2 or so days, Wizard?
Loading. Said he is in our actual server now. Wizardukum. Said I was high heavens and yet I'm in loading.
Okay.
Wizardukum. Said today.
Alright, well then that means I actually have a warband that I could probably put you in for a temporary. I mean, like, there's nobody in the warband except for like alts.
Loading.
But it's already got.
Said he is in my warband and clan.
All right, cool. All right, so you got all that taken care of then for him. Perfect. Again, I was like, oh, we're going back to square one. We're gonna have to get the the warband back into it. But I'm actually gonna like even discuss some of the warband portions of that, because yes, I hound on that all the time, because so many players, especially if you're just starting, there's really nothing that indicates, hey, you really should pick up a shepherd's burden, except for just it has become common knowledge amongst the Diablo Immortal community that, I mean, a lot of people will get the information pretty quickly just from, my gosh. Would I come in here without something equipped? Because I am falling over. Oh, I know exactly what I've done. I've made these seeds no longer protection ones. That's what it is. Yeah, I was not ready for this match.
Fallen Rain. Said what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, this is, I didn't change the red essences. I had it for
Fallen
PvE.
Rain. Said first thing I see is you die.
Yeah, no, I don't have the correct essences on. I went with what I was messing around with PvE earlier. I did not think about it. Because I have no protection seeds. They don't heal worth crap. They're basically just the ones that explode off of, like, fire. Yeah. I was like, what is happening? Why am I not able to survive anything? It's this essence on my my offhand is set to the moldering seeds, not the protection seed. You can see they got the little fire tint.
Fallen Rain. Said switching specs. Loading. Said goes to show how important that essence is.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that we have survivability wise on the deer. Because like, you normally that thing heals me way better than that, and this just barely like gives you a trickle worth of heal. And yeah, this is a botch match. I shouldn't have gone in here yet. Should have checked my stuff. Hadn't been doing any really PvE content yet on the deer, and then some was wanting to do what is it called? The Verge. I thought it was the last thing I did was the Destruction's Call. I should be in PvP, but no. It was not the last thing I did. Sorry, boys, I failed y'all. Let's get out of there and get myself fixed up. That one's important. And we're gonna add Save Your Pet back onto ourselves. Perfect.
Loading. Said chat you see resonance and secondary alone 1T make you succeed in PvP. It's a combination of everything.
It is indeed. It is a combination. Alright, attack damage. Don't need that. Damage taken would be nice.
Loading. Said that's what I was telling my clan last night.
Ooh. And then also I had wrong Paragon on.
Loading.
Person weakness.
Said I had to refer them to an Indes video on how to get stronger for PvP.
No comment.
Loading. Said if you had made this video I would refer them to it. Loading. Said you videos are on builds they wanted an overall arching video.
That thing is like the...
Loading. Said they cover lead a lot more.
So the other thing is I'm actually going to do this though for it too. I'm thinking, so I'm kind of called probably like the video how to PvP F2P. And so what I'm going to probably do is like when it comes to like the beginning of like setting up your, basically selecting a class, I'll kind of go over what different classes are more specialized in regarding damage over time, survivability, more sheer just output damage. And then I think when it comes to like legendary gems, I'm going to stay with more just the very basics of things. So I'm going to probably not include any 5-star gems in the recommendations for the other portions of it, because and again, if you're a free-to-play player, you're going to get certain gems. Like if you get a 4 out of 5 Zwinson Haunting, that's gonna give you the most amount of your resonance and power and be able to combat rating and be able to like do more with it, right? And so topless on stream. Oh no, yeah, that brings a view. But I'm gonna probably go with like, so again, a free-to-play player, they're not going to be able to swap out those 5-star gyms like that. Now, if you get it as Winston Haunting, and we all know that that one's not an amazing gym for PvP, perfectly fine still. Just auxiliate it in with like a good gym like a Haunt Coil, one of the Colossal Engines, or something like of that sort once you acquire it just throughout the time as well. So I'm going to probably go with just mostly 2 stars and 1 stars that I'll give like multiple different scenarios of, if you're kind of building more of a dot class, these are some really good ones. If you're looking for more crowd control, and just kind of give like a list of like certain ones. If you're needing more survivability, Fading Nordstrom, the Stubborn Oracle. And then again, so the beginning of it is going to be more definitely very early tutorial, basic information.
Loading. Said yeah, I like that.
And then I'm gonna go, and then later in the video, I do plan to do a little bit of or go into more like of family bonuses and things like that. Like this one is, again, it's not gonna be a build, or it's not gonna be a guide to like do this and this is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of like I'm teaching how to look at certain classes, how to look at certain things, and more of kind of help teach them how to fish in a sense for themselves to be able to like adjust and grow and develop their own character. And of course, they can always come and get more help and that kind of stuff here for it, but I want them to be able to have some self-sufficiency of it and realize like why they're picking certain essences and why they're
Loading. Said yeah, please go over charms too.
Yeah, I will. I mean, charms are something that are kind of a quick conversation for of it. There are still a lot of hidden information around it simply by not knowing what
Loading.
will change on it.
Said they need to know everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go over through a lot of it. Everyone's really kind of like deterring or like saying that I probably shouldn't go with making a long video and just do small shorts of things, and those honestly are 1,000 times more receptive.
Said Warband Protector too.
That one I'm going to cover in the basics of it, because that's where, like, when you're trying to get leveled up to it, that should already be like that's a quality of life thing.
Said that Indes video was like 40 minutes long.
I don't know, and that's kind of where I'm going to try to make it where I can maybe make some shorts of it after.
Said in it had a lot of videos.
Yeah, I think I do plan to go very in depth on it, and that's, I mean, I definitely may not like it as much as I probably enjoyed doing the showcases before, because like I like just get to make that look really cool, and that's really the little portion of it. I like the editing of it, but I think that I'll probably have to. Again, I still will make it probably long. It'll be more similar to like my Necromancer PvP guide back in the day.
Loading. Said a video like this will be useful even for a year down the road.
That's kind of the goal for it, is to be a longer term video use, and one that's a little bit more updated.
Loading. Said the editing doesn't need to be flashy either.
That's the only part that I like about doing videos. I'm not gonna get a Krog video without it somewhat being flashy.
Loading. Said this video will be long.
I know. I've already started working on the script.
Loading. Said I hope you wrote down a blueprint of all you're going to cover.
I'm working on. That's what I'm doing currently right now. Videos, like, I mean, I hadn't even started like working on the full. I guess I actually did. I think I got like what I want to do for my like intro of it. Y'all gonna be mad if I use like a cinematic from like a D4. It doesn't have any like reference to D4 though to it. It does reference the video of it pretty well, I thought. I'll let you see it later loading and see what you think. Cause I don't want to use the same video that I always use, of course, for like my showcases and stuff like that. It's one of the very few like good looking cinematics for Diablo Immortal. They do a lot better job of on. It's true.
Loading. Said remember we have new clips in game from the latest update. Loading. Said those ones were sick.
Which one? I don't see anything.
Loading. Said remember the story missions they added. Loading. Said they were like D4 clips.
These like, hold on, these things? Like these ones?
Loading. Said no.
I mean, there's nothing new for the Diablo Immortal.
Loading. Said they were better.
I mean, like, there's just nothing like. There's nothing like, I mean, I haven't seen anything new for the. I mean, like, yeah, there's not a lot of trailers out there for it.
Loading. Said he'll send you them later then.
Okay. What you think for it? So right now, I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go through like this little portion of it here and cut out this part right here. I'm going to use some of this. Basically, this guy just like digging.
Limpe dildo.
And then use a little bit of this. I'm going to cut it off right about here, just like a Krog production or something, and kick it off, ending there. And then I'm going to go back to him digging in the shovel here for this. Basically, then finding that I'm going to not use any of this section. So basically, it's just like him digging, and then finding armor. And then this is where like I'm gonna go in to like this is how to play PvP, like more or less free to play, and then it just kind of cuts to that, and then I'm gonna do like one of my like intro ones. I was thinking.
Loading. Said you should use the Lilith D4 clip. That shit was nutty.
But does it have anything to do with like a new fresh player learning how to PvP? Like this would be.
Said where the black guy was worshipping her.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with like learning how to start your journey into Diablo Immortal. This would be kind of like being like level 0, having no gear, finding your gear, getting suited up, and then getting ready to go. That was kind of my thought.
Said okay, I got you.
See, like, I mean, this is like how to play free to play PvP, and then now he's like geared up. Which is actually a really badass cutscene though too. Which I mean, I don't like that the fact that they made a paladin class for Diablo 4 when they have Crusader. So whatever. See, like, I would do something like this for maybe more of like a showcase where like he's really dominating, killing NASA.
Said please witch Doctor Paladin and Amazon to Diablo Immortal. Loading.
No.
Said we need a witch doctor.
Yeah, we need a witch doctor. We don't need no paladin and also a crusader. Like, that is the same thing. Like, that is crusader, paladin. That is the same thing. That is a barbarian to a warrior. I have played World of Warcraft. I understand, like, literally all of the skills that you have are, except for, like, the horse, you have on the paladin. Actually, never mind, you have the horse too. Oh, actually, hold on, I wanted to do something here. I might be a little annoyed right now with the deer. It works really well, but you gotta have somebody still pushing. Get 34 of these bad boys. remember which one that one was. Uh, that's that one. Whoa. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, so we're going back. We got a map explore on. Oh yeah, I've seen it before. I don't know if it really like relays the message that I'm trying to, I guess, use the cinematic for. I mean, like in the showcase one, like I used the whole portion where everybody came together in that one because of like kind of unifying the global rising of all of the different
Loading. Said yet.
all right. Finally set to go. All right, let's get our big bear in here.
Loading. Said Greed is about to get 11k AP soon.
Nice. Trap me in. sponsors. No. Same build-ups in. Okay, so let's see. If I did swap to this class, and oh, actually, hold on. I got this pulled up somewhere. I've got it saved, I think. So let's see, monk. Need exploding palm, so we would need ravens. All right.
Loading. Said do it.
Some says they're the powerhouse now. Let's check it out. I don't have all the right essences yet, but we can hopefully get a couple. Oh, Krog Fu!
Loading. Said I've played the build, it feels really good.
But apparently, like, you gotta stack everything into armor pin. Like, drastically. Like, ignoring armor, even.
You do the fighting, I'll do the forging.
Limpe dildo. Said go potency and armor pin.
Everyone... I think I've seen everyone using resistant. Maybe. Look.
Limpe dildo. Said go potency bro, you already a lot survivability. Loading. Said I'll be honest, just look at Lightened.
I may hold up on sweating the potency right now, because that would require me to go to my Ibans and everything. Everything everybody else I've seen so far has been running just the... 3 of them. Four of them.
Glad to be of service, my friend. Legendary weapon. Legendary weapon. Perhaps next time. What is forged? You've got the gold, I've got the goods. Good deal there. Most appreciated. What is forged?
Oh.
I hope that can help.
Loading. Said last time you played Monk was during the Peal of Thunder meta.
I tried it not long ago, but I didn't really think much of it. Let's see. So I've got like 4 essences that I'm still lacking.
Loading. Said exactly a year ago. Loading. Said yeah, that Tuesday chest I also used for the build.
Welcome to my own little slice of it. Oh, well, I have the book for company.
Loading. Said don't forget to change your charm.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm able to play this build yet with so many essences that I'm lacking right now. I should have thought about that.
Loading. Said activate your blessing.
Oh, that thing don't.
Glad to be of service, my friend. Let us forge. Let us forge.
Loading. Said you can probably craft one of the essence.
I don't have just like spare ones I can craft of it. I guess I could I could try one, but that would be pretty hard. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. Trying to get the few essences so I can maybe get into some PvP. I'm not in a PvP build or PvE build right now.
Shregs said, hey dude, what classes are decent for low reso PvE? I've just finished collecting essences for Barb, feels like I wanna try out something else.
Barb is not a terrible spot. It's not like maybe the easiest to get away with the PvP for the current moment. Oh. Change from Satyr to Necro? No, dude, you probably just don't have the right build on then for it. Necro's super strong. Like honestly, Crusader and Necro are like the two opposite twins. They have everything that is like they work so well together. You really just need the build to make it happen for that one. Halbs or so. Sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I can show you the Necro build to run with it. And then for you, Praise, I would suggest, I mean, Necro is actually really good for PvP. Demon Hunter is really good. Druid right now is really good. Really, you can play about whatever you want. If you want something a little like more, I guess, simplistic,
so you need
meta.
help with that?
No, I mean I'll kill it. It's just like I should have just actually put on a real PvP or PvE build.
Help Skeckle said, got all essences, only the green messing, hehe. I run skeleton mage in PvP.
So you're running the Grim Scythe, the Skeleton Mage in PvP? Definitely making sure I put on a PvE build next one. But I'm running with like all defensive gems on because I was still playing the bear earlier. I got all of my like power off me right now.
Skeckle said, exactly, currently at 7.4 reso, drop it from 9.2.
Okay, so now what gems are you like? If you're playing it around like 7k resonance for like your Necro and you're having issues with it, that means that you obviously need
Help Skeckle
damage over time.
said, with 8k potency and 8k armor pen.
Okay, that's everything for it. So now, literally, the biggest thing is, Necros do not have like natural damage themselves. So where they acquire their damage is from like their gems and that kind of stuff. So like even as like whenever I was playing like high resonance necro, I'm gonna probably still play the like I'm gonna still run the Viper's Bite. I'm gonna still run the Seeping Bile. You need to basically add up as many dot gems as you possibly can just to increase your damage over time. But yeah, no, the Necro will actually do a lot for it. You just gotta like I said, what gems are you rocking with it? Because that's like one class that you can even get away with running like a Vipers, an Everlasting Torment, Seeping Bile, like all of the dot gems you possibly could stack to it, do it. Mistake. Let's see. So Craze, I could say for you still, I mean, really play whatever you like looks fun and looks like you want to play. And then again, make sure for your Necro on you, Hubs, make sure that you've got, of course, the Grim Scythe helmet for basically extra bleed for it. On the shoulders, I would suggest running Skeleton Mage damage increase for 8% for each harmful effect. So every other dot that you're adding in there is going to go ahead and crank that damage up into there. And then the chest, of course, draw deep. The pants, we want the Grim Scythes that bleed. Not trigger all damage. You want the ones that trigger that.
Said I run R10 blood flow.
That's fine. Good. But I'm saying is like you gotta have a blood flow. Like you need a blood flow, rolling consequence, Viper's Bite, Seeping Bile, anything with damage over timing effects. Stack all of those you can onto your character, and that's where you're really going to see that Necro shine. Yeah. Oh, I got to put on a build.
Halb Skekel. Said R10 Blood Flow, R10 Jade, R10 Fatet Trail, R10 Viper's Bite, R10 Pain Clasp, R9 Colossus, R9 Consequence, and R9 Haunt Coil. That's my setup.
That's a good setup for it. What sets are you using?
Halb Skekel. Said 2 times Vithus, 2 times Feasting Barons, 4 times Restitution in Blood.
Yeah, change the last one. Run the 4 set for an Angments or a Grace. I think maybe the Grace better because like it wasn't like I got. Now the Angments is definitely going to do a lot more initial big burst of damage. Oh crap. I can change my gems right now.
Halb Skekel. Said alright, I will try it out, thank you.
The new one works okay, but it's like you don't do a lot of your own damage yourself, so you're relying more on any damage over time effects that you could possibly stack to it.
Halb Skekel. Said got it, have to go now, it's 5 AM in Germany, see you and have fun.
Hey man, come by anytime. I'd like to hear how it works.
Loading. Said there as the mystery legendary vendor BTW. Loading. Said you have hella gold.
Oh, I've already just ran through it and I got up to like where it cost me like crazy amounts now. I like rolled them both. So
Another two.
The darkness churns. You dare face the Emperor's firstborn?
course. Check her. Hmm. Teleport down here. Somewhere else I could knock out some quick ones. Right. That is actually down to my map bar. What up, Ducky?
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said greetings Sir Krog. Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said just waking up my Brian. Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said Brain.
Nice. Well, we got any new worldly news, Ducky?
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said how about yet?
I don't think I got any normally news, but normally you come in with some cool stuff.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said oh yeah, USA said it's gonna invade and take over Greenland, and France and Germany have deployed troops to Greenland to protect it from USA invasion soon.
That's not good. Well, the more you know. Doubt that like, we probably just invade, but who knows?
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said also the USA has barred 75 countries total from immigration and visa application.
That I could see.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said thankfully India isn't on the list, not like you guys could do without us, we run our country. Also this list of 75 countries was just announced last night.
You lack understanding, among other things.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said Iran is going through turbulent times, people are protesting against the government of Iran and the entire country is in a state of war with each other. The Iranian currency has fallen to zero value against $1.
Oh jeez.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said you need like thousands of Iranian currency for just 1 rupee, it's gotten so bad.
Dang.
Sneaky Tashi. Said Iran legit executing their own citizens lol.
What up, Snake? Decided I'm gonna give your monk a try. But I gotta get some essences for it. I'm like 3 or
Duck-Eye
4
the Lord of
short.
Fashion. Said yeah they are killing the protesters.
Well, that's one way to get rid of them, I guess, but probably not the best way to keep the peace.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said also USA is gonna invade Iran any day or hour now. It's brutal. Said Moink.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal. Said Monk.
I did. I went monk, but hoping to try to get some more essences. I'm like 4 short on like what I need.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said the Indian government and many others have already put out announcements to all Indian citizens in Iran to abandon ship and make their way back home ASAP, literally run back to India.
I feel like if that would be that case already that dire for it, I feel like the majority of them are probably already trapped in that portion where they're not leaving that area. Come on now, give me the essences that
Duck-Eye
I
the Lord
want
of
so
Fashion.
I can make.
Said Iran is gonna get a taste of American freedom in hamburger steaks.
Ducky, that's not a bad thing. I know y'all don't eat cows over there, but like, it's pretty freaking good. Shoulders. Actually, nope, I'm at the shoulders. I can craft one piece, but I'd rather try to like gamble out and get the other at least 2 or 3 of them before, and then just craft whichever one that I'm lacking.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said also I recently learned people eat buffaloes in my side of the country in some parts, so while cows are barred, buffaloes are still fair game in my religion.
Buffaloes are like almost like extinct over here. I know we used to have quite a few. My actual cousin used to like, when it comes to like working cows and like practicing on them, he ended up would get us buffalo, and we would practice like herding buffalo, which herding buffalo is 1,000 times harder than herding a cow, because they do not have like a gas tank. It seems like they will just run and run and run and run forever with like full steam ahead, as well as the fact of like they will like try to check you, they will like push you hard back. Cows will kind of like let the horse kind of like shoo them away pretty quickly, and buffalo ain't scared of that shit. You can hurt a buffalo, you can definitely hurt a cow. Now, buffalo herding, like, as a whole group together, is not too bad. They're pretty herdy, just like cows. Like, they'll, like, walk pretty steady with that portion of it. Now, if you try to segregate one of them off and try to, like, work that buffalo, that's tough. That was probably, like, some of, like, the hardest training that I ever had for, like, when I was showing horses. Was working, like, a buffalo. Because they want back to the herd, and they're going through you or over you to get back to it. Now, a cow will want back, but like some of them have real bullheaded, and they're going to be like, all right, I'm getting through. And then sometimes they're like, I want to go back, but this big horse has scared me away the whole time. Really just depends on the draw. That's where, like, whenever you were showing, like, you could have a good draw and get a really good cow to work, and then sometimes you can get a real lazy
Duck
one.
the Lord of Fashion said, so the capital city of my state is actually pretty far away cause I live in the largest state in the country, but their signature dish is buffalo kebabs.
Is that like buffalo wings we call, like, but they're really just chicken wings? Yeah, see, this stupid thing never get shit.
Duck the Lord of Fashion said, it's minced buffalo meat with spices ground into patties and fried in oil, Indian style kebabs, or like well spiced and seasoned patties.
Actually sounds pretty good.
Duck the Lord of Fashion said, since it's allowed I may as well try sometime. Closest thing to beef, I guess.
I don't know if it'll be as close to the beef, but it'll be probably a little, like, maybe not as tender, I don't think. Buffalo have a lot more muscle than they do have, like, fat.
Sneaky Tashi said, very gamey.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, they would be.
Duck the Lord of Fashion said, so I've heard MR sneaky.
But like sneaky, like when I'm thinking of gamey, I'm thinking of like duck hunting, Venice, like deer hunting, elk hunting. Is it gamey like that?
Duck the Lord of Fashion said, wrong hunting, Sir Krog.
Well, I was like, when I'm thinking of gamey, that's what I'm just like envisioning. Hmm. I know I can get at least one legendary doing this. Oh, I can kill Diablo too and get a legendary that way. Come on, Will Diablo!
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said, did you hear the new Taylor Swift single?
I don't think I have. Know that her and Kelsey are getting ready to get married, but about all that I've kept up with the old Swift.
Sneaky Toshi said, you don't gotta be shy.
Well, no, trust me, all our ears. A lot of Taylor bangers,
Duckeye the Lord
but
of
I haven't
Fashion
heard the new ones.
said, I bet he listens to it while in the shower and driving.
No, my car rides are honestly pretty silent. That's where I get my best thinking in. But apparently her concerts are like, people like even that aren't like big Taylor Swift fans or whatever have like said it before, they're like her performances are like jaw dropping. But my girls really haven't really been into like her, I guess, for it. I mean, like my oldest is in dance, but
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said, it's called The Fate of Ophelia and it's doing big numbers on the charts these days.
I feel like she always has big numbers on the charts.
Sneaky Toshi said, that has been on the radio for months. Sneaky Toshi said, LOL. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said, it has. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said, hold up. Sneaky Toshi said, debuted on October 3, 202. Sneaky Toshi said 5.
Well,
Sneaky Toshi said 5.
Sneaky, that song may have just reached India now. Just kidding, Ducky.
Sneaky Tashi. Said Roflo. Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said true. Sneaky Tashi. Said that may be the real answer.
Ducky's like, no. Have you heard my song is a slipping screen doors?
Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said man we get some music albums a bit late.
Okay. You enjoy the piss out of it. You know what, Ducky? Then at least like you go, it's like the song just keeps on living.
Sneaky Tashi. Said 4 months later goddamn.
It's practically new.
Sneaky Tashi. Said 4 months after they get married. Ducky have you heard?
I don't think they're
Ducky
married
the
yet.
Lord of Fashion. Said true.
I would probably have like seen portions of like I mean I at least like watch the Jason and Travis like podcast like on like reels and stuff, so I feel like they would have said something if they actually have been married by now, but I really haven't actually checked.
Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said I am not a big music enthusiast but it just came into the music charts in India. Sneaky Tashi. Said bro it's cool if you're a Swiftie.
Ain't nothing wrong being no Swiftie. Makes bangers. I used to like music. I used to like really get into music for it, but it was also a lot more into like rap and that kind of stuff, like newest releases of like ASAP Rocky, Ferg, and those other guys. I used to like check like Hop New, what's it called? Hop New or Hip, or what was the website?
Ducky the Lord of Fashion.
Hot New Hip Hop.
Said I do like softy ice cream.
Yeah, everybody love a little soft serve ice cream now. Don't get nobody twisted. Like, you put out a soft serve ice cream machine for free, your boy's gonna be getting a scoop.
Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said bro I had this espresso flavored soft serve, it was literally the bomb from Afghanistan.
I don't mind drinking coffee. I'm not a humongous coffee flavor fan of like other things. Like, coffee's kind of like
Sneaky
drinking
Tashi.
beer to me.
Said yeah it was the bomb.
Like,
Ducky the Lord
I
of
don't really
Fashion.
like enjoy the taste of
Said
coffee.
literally.
But I do like the caffeine kick.
Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said McDonald's soft serve is my go-to when I am in the mood for soft serve other than this new coffee soft serve spot.
Yeah, McDonald's, Mickey D's always got some good softies. Good soft serves.
Sneaky Tashi. Said I still haven't done this tower thing.
The only time I do it sneaky is if I'm like looking for a guaranteed legendary. You get basically 2. You get 1 for doing it, and then you let it run for 45 minutes, and then you'll get another one. So like it's not like super beneficial or anything for it, but it is a guaranteed leg up.
Said Mr. Tashi, would you say you're better than Mr. Loading?
Well, he's back in the game now. Loading, I think
Sneaky Tashi
count.
said I'm pretty good already, so yeah, lol.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, loading account might be stronger, but also loading doesn't have the badges. And yeah, Sneaky's got the technique. He's got the buttons hitting perfect times. Which apparently for this monk build, I've seen a lot of monks just abandoning all even armor and just rocking all AP. Now, Sneaky, I don't know if you've ever gotten to meet Limp
Lord of Fashion
before.
said how about better than Mr. Sum?
I feel like Sum's probably gonna give Sneaky
Tashi
trouble for it, but
said it makes sense when you're in Vuln Invis the whole time.
trying to put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, the monk.
Sneaky Tashi said I'm gonna crack one of my R10s.
Yeah, that's what I was like actually getting ready to say. I was like, I wonder if you couldn't just crack that other one and then just go. Yeah, that's what you're saying for it. Yeah, there's my Lego right there. Let's see. Sneaky, you may have to add me back. I don't know if what's his face got rid of everyone before or not.
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said, do you guys get EP a lot in the winter time?
Do you guys get EP? What's EP mean?
Sneaky Tashi said what?
Oh, and saying you may have to add me back as a friend. I mean, I was
Duckeye Lord of Fashion
with that tune
said
before.
I nearly passed out at work yesterday in the office sitting at my desk, lol.
What is EP? Hold on, let me Google. Is that a word I can Google?
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said sleepy.
Oh, sleepy. Sure. Okay, so my B tag is 11455.
Sneaky Tashi said find me on leaderboard somewhere. Sneaky Tashi said I'm off RN.
Yeah, what is... Do some shit where I couldn't identify it instantly.
Sneaky Tashi
An R something.
said BG probably. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion said I don't know what they did in my company, but the break room coffee machine tastes like ass now. Sneaky Tashi. Said I'm not legend yet.
Nah, but you're not on my server. I remember like,
Sneaky Tashi. Said oh.
yeah, like I remember that. So like that one,
Sneaky Tashi. Said aren't we in the same cluster?
no, because they just like right before you gonna have it, they had left to go help another clan or so, a friend of theirs or whatever, and I think that had him. Yeah, he had like they were on our cluster, and then like our clan less than a month ago or so. So yeah, you're not on for it, but yeah, we can look later. It don't matter. I was just gonna look and see what y'all have to work with.
Wizardukum.
I
Said
saw
I
it.
sent FR as well.
I saw it. I'm gonna hit it and just.
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said hello wizard. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said bro sir Krog ah hell nah, my Twitch feed just recommended a streamer to me and holy smokes. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said MR Sneaky.
Yeah. Sneaky, you live?
Sneaky Tashi. Said no lol. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said go to Twitch, look up Charlotte Munster.
That's not sneaky. That sounds like
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said holy ducklings.
there's some tiggle bitties out there. I feel like Ducky's looking for right now, and he's found them.
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said look sir Krog look. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said you gots to look.
I think it'd probably be best if I don't. Let's do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on getting these essences, so we'll maybe doing a little bit of the other PvE
Duckeye the Lord
and
of
that kind of
Fashion.
stuff.
Said no, this is one of the cases you need to. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said extremely important.
Well, maybe I'll do that in the after hour. We'll see. But overall, let's raid out on Twitch to, let's see. Let's raid out to Marizy on Twitch. And then if you are watching on YouTube
Sneaky Tashi.
and you want to
Said caught gooning in 4K.
Gooning 4K. Let's see. That 8K quality, but what are we talking about? 4K.
Duckeye the Lord of
Ugh.
Fashion. Said did you search it?
Absolutely not, Ducky. I'm over here trying to get a raid out. All right. If you guys are willing to, please help me raid. It cannot tell you how much it helps promote my channel,
Duckeye the
helps
Lord
promote
of Fashion.
other Diablo
Said
Immortal
MR
channels.
Sneaky.
So we're gonna raid out to a West Coast streamer. He's playing Tempest, good buddy of
Sneaky
mine.
Tashi. Said I ain't going bro.
And
Sneaky Tashi. Said Roflo.
now also for
Duckeye the
YouTube.
Lord of Fashion. Said you gots to.
For YouTube, I know that there is not a raid necessarily button. but I'm going to give you all a link to another Diablo Immortal streamer that...
Dukai the Lord of Fashion. Said Imatelmir.
Alright, let's see. And let's find the live ones. Alright, here we go. Right here. I'm gonna go ahead and link this one out. If you guys would possibly like join the channel over there and then just say raid from Krog stream. I know that's probably not gonna happen, but it'd be extremely cool just because I hate that we can't ever raid out the other portions of it. So I'm gonna do the multi-stream first here for it. YouTube, if you guys want to go and see some more Diablo Immortal content,
www.youtube.com watch V60.
check out my boy we raided out to the other night.
Krog live. Set https www.youtube.com watch V63ACIW5S6U.
And for Twitch, if you guys are willing to, please click that raid button.
I am just flabbergasted.
And I will catch you guys tomorrow in the next one. Full monk stream tomorrow.